Hello people, this is Latsu7 and this time we are battling against the one, the only, the real Raymond! And quite frankly, that's the last time I'm gonna be saying that because no longer there is a real Raymond in the YouTube. There is only the FlamingAxel indeed. So, hey, I'm gonna link his channel down below, and yeah, he used to be a real Raymond, and now he's the FlamingAxel. So, if you wanna check his channel out, go and put that up there, or just click the link in the description, whatever makes your day. So anyway, look at the team preview, and I have Hitmontop, Azumarill, Chandelure, Tyranitar, Mew, and then there is the Togekiss. So I kind of brought 6 random dudes and a Mew, what was given to me by the person who actually recorded this battle. So I most definitely recommend you check his channel out because he does upload Pokemon based content. So if you want to go check out that, I most definitely want to recommend you to check his channel out because you're here watching my video all together. So just go click the icon up there. So I will be here. My video will still be here. You can leave a like, and yeah, anyway, skipping right to the opponent's team. They were pulling some Pokebank on me, and this was prior to the Pokebank release. So yeah, that's something floating about. So that was obviously before the Genesect was indeed banned. So anyway, they have Entei, they have Sylveon, Jellicent, Ferrothorn, Conkeldurr, and indeed the Genesect. So they have the Water Fire Grass Core, and I am not too happy about facing that team because there's Genesect. I was pretty threatened by it, and I didn't really have a very good counter for it. And same goes with the Sylveon because I don't have a Steel type, I don't have a Poison type. That's going to be a bit of a pain in my butt. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into the match. So now we're just gonna wait a little bit of time, and now I believe that the real Rayman is just doing a challenge to us, and indeed we are gonna lead off with the Polly. I'm gonna say Polly at the beginning of the battle, saying that maybe we should just cancel off it because you have a flipping Genesect on your side and I don't want to deal with it. So anyway, they get the Intimidate boost, and I mean they get the attack raise, but I get cancel that out with my Intimidate, and now they're gonna go with U-turn as I predicted, and because of that I did not go with the close combat. That's why I went to the move, but I could actually hit the Sylveon with the Stone Edge. I believe my Hitmontop is close combat, rapid spin, Mach Punch, and then the Stone Edge. So knowing that the Sylveon is gonna take that really well, and I cannot really do straight in on this Sylveon, so I'm just gonna switch out, bring in my friends of Sylveon, so predicting a fairy type attack as it's gonna go with a Wish. But I didn't really expect that this early in the game, but well, who knows, maybe they were expecting Poison Jab from my Hitmontop. I don't know, but I'm gonna withdraw my Spherenzo Sylveon to bring in the Challenger! And now you will be facing upon my Challenger right before you, and the Challenger will activate the Sandstream, and the opponent is actually gonna withdraw their Sylveon and bring in the Entei! The Entei is now facing upon me, exerting his pressure, as it's gonna be buffeted by the Sandstream, but it does get the recovery from the Wish. Well, kinda useless in my opinion, but my Tyranitar right will activate, and now I have a Mega Tyranitar in front of me. And my Mega Tyranitar can indeed take that Sacred Fire really well, and unless it's gonna burn, and it doesn't. Thankfully it doesn't, and I get off my Stealth Rocks, and actually I was expecting my opponents to be hurt, but they were expecting me to predict them like that, and then kinda go with Sacred Fire, trying to hope for the burn, and because of that I don't want to stay in on my Tyranitar just because I just don't want to take the burn, so I'm gonna withdraw into my Mew, taking the Sacred Fire, and actually they bring the Ferrothorn, which is great because my Mew has one special movement, a Fire Blast, to hit the Ferrothorn with, and thankfully it hits, and because it wasn't a shiny Ferrothorn, I believe that even Vanitas would have hit that one. Anyway, the Mew does get some Sandstorm damage, but the Ferrothorn is no more, and my opponent is gonna bring the Scarf Genesect in front of me because the reason why I'm expecting this thing to be a Scarf is because the way he brings it in, and honestly, Mew is faster, I have Fire Blast, so it was kind of risky to play if my move would have been Scarfed, but it was indeed Spec, so good for you. So anyway, the thing is my Ferrothorn Sylveon is here, taking the U-turn, and now the Conkeldurr comes in, and honestly, I do not want to take a payback. I don't want to take a knockoff. So I have to switch into my Anthanasias, and it's gonna take a knockoff like it's nothing. 2 up to 4 times resistance. And now I was actually thinking with my VGC mindset, I'd go with the Thunder Wave, not expecting this thing to be Guts. And it's gonna prove it itself that it is indeed Guts. Go with Ice Punch, and my Anthanasias lives to hit. And now it's gonna do what Togekiss does. It's gonna hack my opponent to death with Air Slash. However, it doesn't even need Air Slash. The opponent is gonna get paralyzed twice, and I'm gonna get my Air Slash off. Indeed, the 2 times it's gonna hit both of the times, and now I'm just gonna finish this Conkeldurr off with Dazzling Gleam, predicting a switch if they were to bring in something along the lines. Actually, it was Entei. Wait. It would have been just a better play to go with Air Slash, but I guess I didn't want to risk the miss. So anyway, the Genesect comes in, cuts the attack race, and he's gonna go with the U-turn, and it's no surprise, it's gonna take me out. Even the Mach Punch from the Conkeldurr would have taken me out from that range. So anyway, the Genesect is gonna withdraw itself onto the Burungaru. The Burungaru comes onto the field. And because I don't want to risk getting a Scald Burn, I don't want to get risk of Will-O-Wisp hitting on my opponent's side, I have to bring in my Mew. Kinda make it so that it won't go with Scald or Will-O-Wisp, and I'm gonna go with Volt Switch and make it so that my opponent will actually take some damage from my Mew. And now I'm gonna bring him out the Challenger. The Challenger indeed. I'm gonna activate the Sandstream once more, and thankfully the Shadow Ball comes from the Burungaru. It doesn't go with Will-O-Wisp, it doesn't go with Scald, and my Challenger takes like it's nothing. Sorry about the little slur there. Anyway, so it's gonna recover a fair bit amount of HP from the leftovers, and because I don't have Pursuit on this thing, I kinda have to see that Jellicent escaping from my crunch, and I'm gonna crunch on this Sylveon, deal a fair bit amount of damages to the Sylveon. Although it doesn't deal that much, it did actually do more than the Stone Edge from my Hitmontop. So, I don't know if I mucked up something with my Hitmontop or something is wrong with it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the EVs. Who knows? Anyway, so I'm just gonna go with Stone Edge, hoping that the Sylveon would not take it, or after the Sandstorm damage, and that's why I'm going for it. I'm going for it, let's go for it, and it barely misses the KO, and this kinda is doom and gloom on my side, because quite frankly, the Sylveon is a pain in my butt because my team is not prepared for it. It's gonna be a troublesome Pokemon to deal with, because quite frankly, Sylveon is a Pokeball. It can be an offensive Pokemon with Hyper Voice. It can be a lot of things, and it's something what I don't want to face right now with this team, because quite frankly, my team cannot really handle it that well. So it's just that I'm just gonna kind of pull a switch onto damage, predict and protect, and it actually goes with the protect. When it fails, gets the wish up, and now I'm expecting them to go with protect for the second time. That's how I'm gonna pull a double switch, or yeah, I was thinking that, and they actually go with Moonblast. I bring in my friends of Sylvento, and I'm thinking that if I want to go with Memento on this thing or not, but the thing is that I don't want to go with Memento because there's no rhyme or reason going with that, because the Jellicent is still floating about. So I'm gonna bring in my Mew, and now I'm just gonna lock myself in Psychic because I want to take this damn thing out on this very moment, because quite frankly, I don't want to deal it with no more. No more, I shall yield to this Sylveon and go with Psychic. I shall take the Shadow Ball, my Mew will, and now it will lower its special defense. And I was hoping that the opponent would be better by that and go with Shadow Ball, not go with Wish, not go with Protect, and I go with the Psychic, and if my opponent goes with Wish again. Rinse and repeat, it's the repeated cycle once again, and I don't know, I just don't want, really want to deal with this Sylveon because it's annoying and I don't have much for it. So it's gonna get the Wish and it's gonna recover its HP back to pretty much full, and now I'm just thinking, okay, this is enough. I'm gonna deal a dent to the Sylveon with my Psychic once more time, and thankfully it's gonna do enough for, in my opinion, so my Stone Edge, if it hits, will take it out. So I'm just gonna, Mew's gonna faint on this turn, and now it's time to bring in the Challenger one more time. The Challenger will come in, and I indeed hope that the Challenger Sandstream with the Sandstream will hit the Stone Edge, and I go for it, and it hits! The Stone Edge connection takes out the Sylveon! And that, my ladies and gentlemen, is doom and gloom for my opponent. First it was doom and gloom for me, but now it's for my opponent. And the Genesect comes in, and because I know that I can take any hit from this Genesect, I'm not too threatened by it. It's gonna go with Iron Head, and they do get the flinch. they get the flip, so I have to switch out. I don't want to sack my challenger just yet because the Burungaru is still there. I need my Chandelure for the memento as it's gonna go with the Iron Head, and I was hoping that I could take 2, but no, not the case here. Not the case here, so I'm gonna switch out, and then I'm gonna bring in my Polly, my intimidating Hitmontop, what it actually has the Wolf Spike EV spread, but it's not really working out that well in singles, really. There aren't things like Draco Meteors coming from Latiasis, or even Side Shocks coming from Latiasis at this point, because, well, I thought it would be effective, but it wasn't really. It was a bulky Hitmontop. So anyway, Hitmontop is gonna take that Iron Head, and now I'm expecting to switch on to the Burungaru because I can't really touch it with my Hitmontop, so that's why I'm gonna switch into my Challenger. And because I haven't shown my last move, I was hoping that my opponent would expect me to pursuit. Indeed. And thankfully they stay in for some odd reason. I outspeed, take it out, and that is just Burungaru out of the way. Jellicent is no longer a threat to me because the water absorbing shenanigans are no. I don't want to deal with those. So now the thing is the Genesect coming in, it gets the download race once more, it gets the special attack boost, and it's gonna go with the U-turn. And that, my ladies and gentlemen, will probably end the game for my opponent because they're gonna bring in the Entei, and because I have the Choice Scarf, the Mental Chandelure on my team, I'm gonna indeed outspeed this Entei at hand. And oh, not only will I do that, not only will I outspeed this Entei, my Firenzo Sylveon will come in, go with the memento it shall, and lower the opponent's attack and special attack by 2 stages at his will, which in turn allows Demix to finish the game off with Aqua Jet and Belladrum. So now I'm expecting the opponent to switch out, just because they do not have, they cannot risk themselves going with Sacred Fire and stacking the Entei at this point, which in turn allows me to end the game from this point with the almighty Belladrum. Demix will set up the Belladrum, and now it's gonna raise his attack to max it, +6, and because the Genesect is shiny, it's gonna be outsped by my Aqua Jet because it doesn't have any form of priority. And that Genesect is no longer floating about, and it's only one thing on my way, and it's the Entei. And now I'm thinking that, okay, I can take that Entei down. I can take any hits it wanna go for, because Demix is bulky. Demix can take a hit because it's a water type, and the extreme speed coming from the Entei, and Demix will endure it. Indeed, and then retaliate with the Aqua Jet, finishing off with the Entei. And that, my ladies and gentlemen, will be the game. A great game versus Real Raymon versus the FlamingAxel, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for enduring my narration, and do check out my previous battle, do check out Sislak's channel, and do check out FlamingAxel's channel. So there's plenty of stuff for you to do if you have free time on your hands, and I think that you might even do have. So anyway, do check my previous battle. It's a VGC doubleheader, and this is showcasing the second battle of it, and it's a very interesting set of matches, and I like playing those, so I really would appreciate if you would check it out and give me more support. Share, comment, subscribe, and all that. But yeah, like I already said, and I think it's time to wrap this thingamabob up. And so, as always, leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, have a fine day.